a legend is born. Nine-ball emerges, a force to be sworn. Red armor gleaming, cold eyes of steel. A hunter, a tyrant with no soul to feel. Prepared for battle, matched in its might. Every step it takes, the end is in sight. It's more than a pilot, it's more than a man. Nine-ball stands where no one else can. A ghost in the system, a ruler of the skies. Wherever Nine-ball appears, every hope dies. No mercy, no reason, just cold machine will. In a world of armored core, Nine-ball kills. Nine-ball, the perfect warrior made. A nightmare in crimson, in the fight it won't fade. Relentless, unbroken, a machine of war. Crushes all who stand before. Nine-ball, the ghost of the past. In the end, only its shadow will last. It hunts through the ruins, silent and cold. A legacy built from the ashes of old. The greatest pilots have all tried to rise, but Nine-ball tears through their desperate cries. An aeon of vengeance, a mission unknown. In every step it stands alone. No voice, no blood, just power and flame. Nine-ball conquers in the deadliest game. A phantom in red, a storm in its wake. Every battle, another life to take. In the skies of the dust, wherever it flies, Nine-ball remains the ultimate prize. Nine-ball, the perfect warrior made. A nightmare in crimson, in the fight it won't fade. Relentless, unbroken, a machine of war. Crushes all who stand before. Nine-ball, the ghost of the past. In the end, only its shadow will last. It cannot be stopped, the storm in its wake. Every battle, another life to take. In the skies of the dust, wherever it flies, Nine-ball remains the ultimate prize. Nine-ball, Nine-ball, the perfect warrior made. A nightmare in crimson, in the fight it won't fade. Relentless, unbroken, a machine of war. Crushes all who stand before. Nine-ball, the ghost of the past. In the end, only its shadow will last. No victory, no end, just an endless fight. Nine-ball, the terror that haunts the night. From the ashes it rises again and again. Nine-ball, the machine that will never end.
How's it going, everybody? We are back. Hope everybody's having a good ass day. How's everybody doing today? We are hunting more Genestealers because they have dared to invade my void ship. I have blown up the rimming station where they were hiding before and took all of the loot for me. I then used it as a station for pirating, for profit, of course. I do think we found all the Genestealers in that station. They said that there wasn't like a real hidden nest there, but I don't know. That kind of gave me a little. That kind of made me feel as though. By the way, like I wish I could like hang this up somewhere, but I don't know where to do that. Regardless, I'm actually gonna go to our captain's quarters and I'm gonna drop off all these quest items that I have no use for anymore. So this one I want to keep. Don't need. Oh, actually no, we want to keep this. Uncertified document, need that. Cash note, no. All this is stuff that we can't throw out, unfortunately. So yeah. And this is an unsupported item everywhere. So like I literally cannot put it anywhere. So yeah, that's just how that's gonna go. What's this? Oh, right, we got this, which extra hit chance and double my crit rating. So, and considering we actually haven't been able to use the other one, this is actually a 4x crit chance increase compared to our base Auspec. Which is huge, because we shoot a lot. What the hell's this? Interesting. let's go search for more Genestealers. Because while they steal our genes, we steal their lives. Okay. What's this? Find the Eldari cache. Oh, I should actually go ahead and do that. Uncharted. We've already done all of the ones that are around it. All right, let's do this. Make it only unsafe, because we can deal with unsafe, right? We don't need it to be safe. Lord Captain, your plan was a success. Our project. Oh wait, Lord Captain, your plan was a success. Our provocation against Nemesis and the killing of the traitor Adalbert has brought out all the rest of them. My enforcers have captured a number of suspicious individuals and beaten the truth out of them. At scum Nemesis wishes to avenge his mentor's death and plans to raid the ceremony of the officer's anointment. Since the impious Adalbert has turned out to be an apostate, it is the new confessor's duty to ensure that the officers retake their oath to the God Emperor. Traditionally, the ceremony is attended by the officers' families, and it is they who are the target of the mutineer. He wishes to slaughter all of the ship's elite in one fell swoop. I've ordered a trap to be set for Nemesis. Would you like to be personally involved in the operation? What's the trap? We will replace the civilians with enforcers and their relatives of the appropriate age. Dress them, all in their formal clothes, and hide their weapons underneath. When Nemesis tries to strike, he will find only cruel disappointment, for the last time in his worthless life. Wait, appropriate age? Are they going to be elderly and youths present? It is necessary for the sake of secrecy. Let me assure you, all of my people will gladly risk their families for the good of the von Valencius dynasty without fear or hesitation. Ayo! I mean, better some random guardsman's grandma get shot than, you know, the fucking grandma of an officer, but still. Domin Esteban, the whispers of death are uttering the name of Nemesis ever more loudly. I must meet the enemy face to face. Okay. So be it. I do a burpee. And by a burpee, I mean just a regular burp, not a burpee. I need to get like one of those ring lights to stand over my monitor and just light me up, because like I'm really darkened. The rows of disguised enforcers are listening to the confessor's words in silence. All around you are Sauerback's chosen people, each dressed as a member of the officers' families. Close by, a kindly-looking old woman is fumbling with a starched handkerchief. Handkercher. Catching your eye, she smiles with a mouth that is missing half its teeth and whispers, "Everything is going to plan, your lordship." Look at those participants. The facade is holding, with everyone playing their role perfectly. The master-at-arms must have instructed them thoroughly and shown them how best to conceal their weapons. All of them are wearing their best, and even you cannot tell where they are hiding their armaments. And who might you be, Madam Matriarch? Belinda Trothgold, Lord Captain. Transferred from the enforcers with the rank of Senior Lieutenant to the staff of your lordship's quarters on account of my age and declining health. As you can see, there's no such thing as a former enforcer. So why would Sauerback I could trust someone so advanced in years? I guess the Master-at-Arms remembers how Belinda used to be the best shot among the enforcers back in the day, and knows that my eye and hand have not diminished over the years. I spent 40 years on duty, and to this day I can tell if a man is carrying contraband in his pockets just by the way he's walking. I am grateful to Mr. Sauerback for the honor. I don't want to die in my bed. Let me fall in battle, defending the Lord Captain and crushing traitors. I'm bored. Perhaps you might amuse me with a story. Oh, the stories I could tell. I remember the early days of my time in service. Someone started poisoning the food in the kitchen. We couldn't catch the vermin, so I came up with an idea to get into a vat of protein porridge and catch them unawares. I was a small and skinny little thing, so I climbed into the vat and sat there up to my neck in porridge. Waited a long time before someone lifted the lid. It wasn't one of the kitchen servants, but a man twice my size, carrying a bag of foul-smelling stuff. And that was it. I grabbed him by the shoulders and dunked him into the porridge, held the brute down until he passed out. Master-at-Arms back then, he lauded my ingenuity and commended me for apprehending the poisoner. He also took the cost of the porridge out of my wages. Brother man, what the fuck? Perhaps you should have climbed into an empty vat. You're not wrong, but I was young and foolish and thought only of how I might nab the culprit. Could have drowned an innocent man in the porridge. What kind of innocent man would skulk about a kitchen where food was being poisoned? If he was the saboteur, he was a thief. Either way, he wasn't there to season the porridge, that's for sure. A good tale. Give me another. I'm afraid we don't have time, Lord Captain. We must be vigilant. Treacherous scum is about to reveal himself. The ceremony comes to an end. The vows are given, and the forehead of every officer is graced with the touch of the confessor. Bro, just fucking boop. Now comes the moment for the closing prayer. And may the God Emperor protect us. Bro's fucking name is Zirman. He's got a lot of augmetics. A loud and menacing voice booms through the hall, cutting short the sacred words. But not today! Oh shit! It's fucking Nemesite!
You cannot stop the angels faithful!
Guys, start shooting back. Damn, they cut these guys down. Where's the scum that cut off my hand? I'm coming for you. I'll rip out your heart. Oh, rot. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna put you here. Idira, you're almost certainly gonna cut most of these guys down yourself. Cassia. Let's bring Kibula over here. She's got a sword now, so she can use all of her stuff. Go ahead and... actually, hold on. Do this. Hold on. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this on you. Go ahead and murk all of these guys. Pretty low damage there. Wasn't expecting him to deal so little damage. Idira's gonna just blast them with her psychic powers, so... God damn. And keep in mind, every single one of these guys that gets overkilled, the damage goes to somebody else. So that shit was brutal. Let's go ahead and mark you, because you're almost certainly dead next turn. And let's mark the Kellermorph. Put that on him as well. What's this? Hunt down the prey. Oh. Okay. Make it so he has to come closer. And blind him. Nice. He's got a lot of health. He's got a lot of health. He didn't move. Well, no matter. I want to save him for Kibula to kill. Since she cut off his hand, right? Ow. Let's give Esteban a little bit more. What's this? Ah, this is a buff. Finest hours on Esteban.
Paint your death in colors.
Taking calculated risk is my second nature.
Let's use all of our abilities, since we might as well, because they're free for now. Make ourselves the toughest SOB we can. Should have used this after this one, actually. Doesn't matter, though. Get his ass. Cute. To arms, faithful souls! That tyranny ends here! Well, actually, he has a loud boom up. To arms! That tyranny ends here! Oh boy, aberrants, though. Yeah, see, the thing here that you're forgetting is that you're in melee with me. He's got Relics of Unknown Saints. Oh, every second attack is automatically dodged. Alright, well, dodge this. I appreciate the courage there. Go ahead and yeah, because that guy's dead. Like, he's not getting another turn. He's dead. We do need to game end these dudes. Like, just completely end the game for them. Remove their ability to play. So, go ahead. Do that. Let's move you a little closer so that you can hit these guys that much harder. Go ahead and fill him up full of toxin. I'm guessing he's immune. Not ideal. Kill that guy. Go ahead and let her move a little.
A dance of blades and shadows.
Cut him. Oh my god, that's so much bleed and poison.
Trust me.
Okay, so she'll do this, and now she jumps over here. She should have jumped over here, actually. That's okay. Oh wow, 2 swings. That enforcer is gonna get messed up. Yep.
Don't touch me.
Weapon at the ready.
Oi, Don't try to steal my shit. It's my kill. No steals.
On it.
Do all of these.
I won't compromise my principles.
Follow my lead. High momentum.
Alright. Go ahead and put that on him. Let's lower your stats. Nice. Blast him. Ow. Forgot about the fact that plasma could do that. If you overexert your plasma guns, it's gonna blow up in your face, literally. Let's do this. Mind Rupture, and then blind him. And Prescience, which increases her mental stats, which increases her damage. Could do her heroic act, but I'm not gonna. Actually, hold on, I could just... No, too far away.
If only that were possible.
Give her extra willpower. Do this. I just realized her staff isn't here. Staff was just not present. Go ahead and give Idira another go, which she will use to scream into this dude's brain. Okay, so let's have Cassia move up. Yepers. Then we're going to inspire her to give her extra stuff, extra damage. This is going to give her 5% damage and an additional 5% for every 10 stacks. That, yeah, okay, yeah. So that's a lot. Okay, and now we give her another turn, which Cassia will use to buff herself. Look into my eye. Boop. And another one. Okay. And we finish off by giving Cassia an entire extra turn, which she could use to then just look at him again like 5 times. So that's what she's going to do. But actually, it's only 1 time because now he dies. Well, we got the Keller Morph, though. Shit was easy, too. 1 second. Weak. I have yet to be impressed. No longer covered by the broken goggles, the hairless skull is bulging with massive growths. However, the mutant nature of your enemy is just as quickly betrayed by an even more unsettling feature, the third arm growing out of his torso. You watch as its fingers deftly empty the drum of a stub revolver and load it with fresh rounds. So we finally meet. At last, I will discover who has been hiding behind the name Nemesite. You still haven't figured it out, have you? Nemesite's no one person. It is the vengeance and rage simmering on the lower decks of your usurped ship. It's the servant who cleans your chamber pots, the storage keeper whose family was butchered by enforcers, the train driver who's given half a dozen ration cards and 3 times as many shifts. It's the name of the one who will kill you sooner or later. Whoever accomplishes it will be the real Nemesite. Oh, please, you're an insult to the human form. Fate has rewarded me with the ability to kill 3 of your mutts at once instead of 2. I am truly blessed. You lost. Your battle for the ship's freedom is at an end. Do you have any last words before you die? Freedom. I care nothing for freedom, or for the throngs willing to offer their necks to your yoke. I will not die for these wretches, but I will gladly pay for your demise with my life. Both you and your drudges come from the same rotten foot. That is why you're so easy to fool. Nemesite and his march against authority are just a fancy story to tell the rabble. A convenient tool for recruiting the wronged and dispossessed. In truth, all of you must die, and make way for those who are truly worthy. More pure, more pious, more courageous than any of you ever were. Huh. Was the man who raised you just as foolish and likely to believe in a fairy story? Did you use him, too? No. Adalbert believed in what I believe. He was just as willing to sacrifice himself as I am. You disgusted him, and I am proud that he was able to deal such a blow against your paltry authority. Do you even know who I am? Are you aware of my accomplishments? And still you think I can be killed by the likes of you? I can see it. You can see it in his eye. He does know you. He is nervous, but his voice remains as bold as before. I know who you are, but you know nothing of me. Yet. You will be the last Nemesite this ship ever sees. I will make sure of it. Aren't you a little overconfident? Nemesis cast a glance at Stavros, then back to you. You're right in front of me. My gun is loaded. I believe this tune is not quite finished yet. It feels like time has become viscous and is slowing you down. You see the bloody hand of Nemesite raise the weapon, and your body reacts of its own accord. There's no time to deliberate. You draw your weapon and point the barrel at Nemesite. I don't think this thing has a barrel. He's already aiming his own at you. Malevolent grins spread over his face. The 2 black muzzles stare into each other, and the world around you narrows to a thin line. Kibble emerges nearby like a shadow, blame gleaming menacingly in her hand. She hissed softly, ready to pounce. It is your threat that will break today, and no other. Save your message for your false god. When you meet him, servant of death, I'm glad I get to take you both down at once. I vow that your murderous sect will fall along with your Lord Captain. Kibbler's gaze is fixed on Nemesite, and she does not notice the look you're giving. You may outnumber the enemy, but each of you must face the rebel alone. Since you're not afraid of dying, I'll give you a choice. Do I kill you with my right hand, or my left? Nemesite tensely watches your hand reach for the non-existent backup weapon. Evidently, he's unfamiliar with this old dirty trick that has cost so many gullible duelists their lives. As he prepares himself for an underhanded attack, he divides his attention, still smiling brashly. You only have 2. That's not much of a choice. A tense silence falls for all the words have been spoken. At last Nemesite says quietly, It's time. Farewell, Lord Captain. The acerbic smile vanishes from his face. Instead his demeanor turns cold, collected, calm, with the indifferent grimace of a skull. Time stops for a moment, and then as if tossed by a blast wave, the events fly forward like a murderous shrapnel. Fuck. Kibble gained I am your shield, duration permanent. Ooh. Oh, this doesn't matter to her, because she uses Medicaid to decide her health. Once your heartbeat calms down, your breathing evens out, you realize that the bullet that was meant for you has somehow failed to hit its mark. Kibble is standing next to you, still breathing heavily as she wipes her blade. A scarlet stain is spreading quickly along her side, blood soaking her clothes and trickling down to the floor. Nemesis' head lies severed at her feet. It's over. The decapitated body lies motionless on the deck. The cut at the neck stares back at you from the grotesquely distorted ridge of its spine. The power of the folk myth fades into the air like the smoke billowing from the muzzle of his stub revolver. Kibula, are you injured? What? I am, but it matters not. This bullet was never meant to cut my thread, for it belongs to you. He did not harm me, but he tried. Such was his idea, and he remained committed to it until his last breath. His was a good death. Thus ends the struggle of Nemesis. Kibula picks up the severed head from the deck and gazes into its extinguished eyes with a strange wistfulness. The struggle is not people. The struggle is ideas. And people are merely their vessels. The carriers of the struggle. I need to reflect on his death, Domint. I need to stand before the Undying One and hear his blessed whispers. We can discuss what happened after. Alright, Deadshot, Stub, Revolver, Promise of Freedom, and Promise of Retribution. Relics of Unknown Saints. It's actually pretty nice. I will take that. Alright, so. The Deadshot, Stub, Revolver. Meh, right? Weapon deals an additional ballistic skill bonus, direct damage to the target for each stack of fatigue suffered by that target. Every hit from this weapon inflicts +1 stack of fatigue on the target for 1 round, if the target fails a toughness resistance check. So this is actually really strong for somebody who is using 2 guns. So yeah. I think it fits out pretty nicely. The Deadshot, not so much. And as for this, this is a little worse, but it looks better. I think we'll go like this. Yeah.
I will mend the thread between body and soul.
And go ahead and use that on
how to
her.
take risks.
And let's do this one. Every second attack is automatically dodged is pretty good. Even if it's a lower health, but like this gives 4 health versus this, which gives us potentially a lot more. Go ahead and loot everybody. A needle rifle. These don't poison, do they? No. Regular bolt pistol. Yeah, let's just grab that. What did Rot have on him? I wonder. Did he have anything useful? He had a plasma pistol. And the Aberrants had nothing. Start to confess a Zeman, who got booted off the altar. The aberration dared violate the sacred ceremony and was obliterated. Retribution has been served. Damn right. Damn fucking right. I really am the monster, and the Genestealers are the annoying schoolgirls. Let's talk to our High Factotum. I'm pleasure to see you, Lord Captain. Damn right it is. Damn, that shit was worth nothing. Let's go here and introduce the other things. Ooh, Theodore von Valancis' personal notes. Let's read this. Treated like a lackey, it is humiliating and dispiriting to put up with the part of an errant servant to an imperious madman vested with even greater power than that of any rogue trader. Alas, when one side of the scales holds my pride and the other the fate of the von Valancius protectorate and my entire bloodline, trust becomes a futile illusion. It would be far too naive of me not to prepare for the worst. Epitaph will decide the future of the Expanse as a whole, but I have some time at my disposal until then. Heirs with the von Valancius blood in them will soon be located and brought to me. I cannot afford to delay the choice of successor any longer. Interesting. So we need to go talk to Kibala. So we will. Let's go talk to Kibala. What?
Take heed, Nemo. Our blessed Domin honors us with a visit. The one who delivered this ark from the curse of your existence.
Who's Nemo?
An aberration. Your former foe. His eternal foe. My new companion in shadow and my trophy. You once knew him by the name Nemesite, but now his name is Nemo.
I know way too many dudes who would just jump at the chance to be with this type of girl, not realizing that someday that's gonna be your skull, dude.
Whenever I feel the need to voice my thoughts, I turn to him. He is far wiser in death than when he was alive.
How's your wound?
Pain has no power over my body. A single shot cannot break me. And yet, before, whenever I found myself caught between unlife and undeath, I always remained calm. My mind was ever a vessel of humility and resolve. But when I saw Nemesite pull that trigger, I suddenly realized. The Undying One's hand was close, and its touch was cold. I thought that I might depart for the other side before my service here had ended. I was angry at him, and then I turned that anger upon myself. Truly, none are faultless before him. And for the first time in years, I felt pain. It disturbed me. It disturbs me still. The wounds of the flesh will mend, but a bleeding soul dulls the edge. Such a blade does not deserve to be at your side.
You saved my life. I have no reason to doubt you. These doubts are merely another trial for you to overcome. Follow your thread, and they will be dispelled.
I will strive to live up to the great faith you have put in me.
What did you wish to discuss?
For years, I have been honing my body and spirit through sacred rituals. I have ushered hundreds of souls to the other side. The hunt for Nemesite was not my first. Yet, after my enemy fell, for the first time ever, I felt empty. And that emptiness only grew heavier under the weight of the question that formed in my mind during that hunt. I prayed. I longed for his guidance to put my mind at rest. But in my self-pity, I showed weakness in the eyes of the Undying One. And so, my only answer was silence. I must therefore ask you this agonizing question, Domin. Tell me, what is the purpose of the blood-spun web?
Does this have anything to do with our earlier conversation about your resemblance to Nemesite?
Please, just answer me.
You serve the undying Emperor, yet you also serve his faithful. You are the givers of his peace.
Then that makes me a driver of the ignorant. One who guides people into following an idea they may never hope to comprehend. All my life, I have walked the road that was prescribed for me. I did as I was told. I searched for the truth in other people's words, then repeated them in my own voice. And I never once questioned my destiny. Until you came along, Nemo. I might just as easily have met Nemesight's fate, and he mine. All it would have taken is a different pattern of threads. The only distinction lies in our ideas. Thank you for this conversation, Domin. It has satiated the void that gnaws at my soul, if only for a time. As for how to seal this chasm for good, that I have yet to find out. May the tenets of the web guide me to the truth.
Bitch crazy, but she my bitch. Okay. So we got some more adventuring to do. So we're gonna do some more adventuring. I like adventuring. It's fun. Chart new routes. Alright, let's go in here. Oh, we've got some enemies of humanity, and those don't look like ships of the archenemy, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Ooh, Xenotech. We actually need these for a thing. Charred ruins have been detected on the planet's surface. The architecture, building materials, layout, and passages betray their Xenos origin. There are currently no signs of Xeno activity on the planet, and the ruins seem to be abandoned. Run a detailed scan. The burnt husk of an Imperial shuttle has been found in the heart of the ruins. The pilot's remains are badly damaged. It would seem the shuttle smashed into the building at full speed, causing the fire that destroyed it. Believes the crew has found the remains of a martyr who sacrificed themselves to protect you from the Xenos threat. She proposes to erect a monument and hold a service in their honor. J. Haydari is impressed by the dead pilot's bravery and believes they would have been honored to have their equipment serve new generations in the fight against Xenos and heretics. What's this? After being rammed, the enemy void ship deals less damage and hits less often. Let's do this one. Two precious archaeotech items. Unfortunately, removing them destroys the pilot's remains. White shards of bone are now scattered among the burned out ruins. Yeah, archaeotech lasgun. I think I'll give you this one. Or maybe keep it to myself. I feel like having an archaeotech lasgun is very Rogue Trader-esque. Don't you guys? It feels very appropriate to me that I would be the one carrying it. Alright, let's see this Hulk. Oh, wait. A vigilant member of the Augur has detected a small Xenos vessel drifting through the ship is unpowered, shows no signs of being crewed. Send out a boarding shuttle. Civilians of Craftworld Kruderak. When the wearer hits an enemy in melee range, the wearer's nearest ally gains 8 temp HP. Give him a little bit extra health. Sure, I'll give this to you. Collision damage increased by 2. Which is half my toughness. But I would lose out on I'd lose out on 1 AP charges. And those are fucking really strong. All allies gain a 40% bonus from the instead of the original bonus. Let's go with this one. Give him even more toughness. Like, sure, I'm not as tough as he is, but I hit a lot harder. Let's do this. Keep explorating. I do be liking to explorate. Oh, also, contract. Didn't I have a Xenotech thing? Guess not. Also, hold on, let me check here. Yeah, I knew that was some shit I was forgetting here. So we lose some complacency. Reduces profit factor produced by this. And speed. But I would... Wait, what? I would get some efficiency in that. Caligay of St. Keith. Chief Keith? Aww. Losing out on this is kind of sad. But, what is this? Caligay of St. Keith. Whenever the wearer performs a heroic attack, they recover all their wounds. Who do I have that is always, like, always glad to get some extra AP? Because, like, I don't know, man. I feel like I have the right amount of AP for most of these guys. Whatever. Grab that. Begin the scanning. It's over here. Bonfires of Righteous. Good tidings. I wanted this one for... I think it's because I wanted this. Or, wait, no. %20 extra damage against demons is crazy good. Okay, let's go around and grab this one. That could be ships of the archenemy, because it does say enemies of humanity, right? Ooh, plasteel. 8 of it. So let's do this. Let's do this fight. Let's beat the fuck out of them. Me and my smaller friend, both of us enjoy murking heretics. Okay, they're Eldari. I thought that the ships looked different. Eldari Aconite and Shadow Hunters. So 4 Shadow Hunters, which seem to be their frigates. No, they're destroyers, and then there's the frigate. Go ahead and blast them with plasma. Okay. Nice, Sue. Cut him down. Reload. Let's move away. And down goes the Aconite. So now we've got these two, and can I trust my escort to deal with these guys? Some tells me no. Let's throw out these torpedoes. These guys are going to move closer. They'll probably be around here-ish. Torpedo will be able to take them down. I'm expecting they'll get some shots off on me, so let's do this right now. Oh no. Oh, thank God. I was like, I completely forgot about that. I completely forgot about those torpedoes. I was thinking I was about to get fucked in the A. Oh boy, it's a fucking race to escape these things now, because they are gunning for me. Oh wow, those guns mess up our escort. Is that where you're gonna stop? I'm fairly certain I can reach you. These melted torpedoes don't fuck around. Like, if these reach you, you're done. I will cook you.
Strike them now.
Rip. Yep, as I thought. Let's move you here, and then we'll explode you. Got him. We fucking got him. I may actually just be fucked right now, because I am surrounded on all sides by neutron torpedoes. Sounds like a good time. Normally, yes, I don't enjoy getting fucked by torpedoes. Normally, you'd be right, but I'm afraid. I am fearful, because the damage these things will deal to my booty is just not enjoyable. Are we still in the acceleration phase? I'm cooked. That's gonna hit me, deal a ton of damage to me. Oh! I thought it would be able to hit me, actually. Thought I was gonna get direct impact. Just about how you take them. True! My problem is, I thought I was gonna have to take them directly. No lube, no prep, no nothing. My god, these Eldari hit hard. Alright, let's see. Does it reach me? Does it reach me? Yep, it's gonna reach me. But I hit the shields. Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. Okay, we're fine. We are dandy. Okay, so, step one. Go ahead. Do it to him, Chief. Nice. We got rid of a bunch of their stuff and also damaged those. Gonna hit this thing with flak. Is their thing hit hard but squishy? Squishy for sure. Oh, I thought that would have damaged them. But yeah, I am glad that they're squishy. Please die. Nice. Nice. I fucking love war. I like blowing shit up for fun. And, you know, Emperor. I do be liking the space battles in this game, though. They're fun.
The Emperor commands. We act.
Technically, I command, Heinrichs. It's my ship. The Emperor has given me the power to command on his ship. So it's like I command. Do what I say. Like, I love the Emperor, but do what I say. Or the Emperor will smite you. Through me. And by through me, I mean through my Thunder Hammer. Which I will hit you over the head with. Swear to fucking God. What's this? An unexpected report has arrived from the Navigator's Sanctum. A new path has revealed itself to the Navigator in a mystical mission. According to the Omen, the Void Ship will be safer on this mysterious. Can one trust? Proceed. No more buff and... The PNG was because I didn't have a face cam. Now you get me. I'm not as buff, but I'm reasonably buff. I got some. An unidentified object has been located in the system. The artifact reacts to our transmissions by releasing unknown radiation, most likely a Xeno origin. The cogs are reporting. If you want to get closer look, we need to close the distance between the vessel and the object. That's the thing. Stash of the Children of Asaurian. Alright, scan the planet. Cloak of Shadows. Whenever the wearer deals damage with an attack of any other, gain shrouded effects. Okay. So now she's got these two. I think it makes sense that she'd be the one carrying the Eldari stuff. I do have her with this Drukhari rifle, which is pretty nice. But I do think she'll mostly be using these two pistols from now on. Like, hit somebody with Promise of Freedom, and then Promise of Retribution. Strange to see an Eldari with a chainsword. They do have chainswords. The Scorpion. What is the aspect called? striking scorpions. The striking scorpions use chainswords. But unlike human chainswords, which are like loud, these kind of just go. They're very they're much more dexterous in their work. Which, you know, it would have to be. Isn't Eldar good snipers and good agility? Yes, they are. Honestly, Eldar are good at most things, right? They're good at most things, which, you know, they would have to be. Each one of them is like thousands of years old. At first, it looked like the snowy and desolate planet was devoid of surprises, but the yellow and orange flickering of the lumens and the notifications from the augur system informed the officers there was a small colony that survived in spite of the harsh climatic conditions. All attempts to hail the colony have failed. Ooh. I want the brrr sound. Yeah, same. Same. I am a child of the Emperor, so my chainswords need to go brrr, you know? Don't fucking whisper in my ear. Like, I need that shit to go, you know? I need it to be loud. I don't want... Chainswords are not for stealth. Chainswords are for chainswording. Okay, so the explorers report the dismal condition of the settlement and its inhabitants. Their skin is translucent and pale. Their icy blue eyes see practically no color. Their language is rough and guttural, and their stomachs cannot tolerate anything except the stew made from local roots and mosses. And yet they are subjects of the Imperium, still loyal to the Emperor. They have mistaken your people for his emissaries. We are, technically. Find out what happened. The bigger the boom, the better gun. Agreed. Bigger booms kill more Xenos. The local elders woefully reminisced about times long gone. Most of them were still sheltered in their mothers' wombs when snow first settled on the verdant fields. Hail ruined the crops and frost hardened the soil. Plants and large beasts that could not sustain themselves were the first to go. They were soon followed by birds and other small animals. Most people in large cities perished, unable to warm themselves and their families. They say the governor and his entourage left the world on the first days of winter, taking all the provisions. God damn. Taking all the provisions and fuel with them. No one responded to the pleas from this dying world. The stars remained deaf to the messages transmitted by the people's vox stations. These abandoned subjects of the Imperium still managed to save the machines and other valuables, but they were of little use without a supply of promethium, and yet those who survived eventually adapted to the tribulations of the God Emperor had bestowed upon them. I mean... God damn. I don't want to just abandon them. Because, like, I have promethium, right? So glad Space Marine 2 will have a Melta as a shotgun. Yeah. I do like the Melta in Space Marine 2. It's a lot of fun. Oh. Bridge, we have an unknown object dead ahead. Not an asteroid, clearly artificial in nature, but it's larger than Footfall Station. Copy that. Report relayed to officer on duty and pilots. Expect visual soon. We have visual. What the... Look out, this is Voxmaster. This is the Voxmaster. I'm adding the pilots, senior officers, and the Lord Captain to this channel. His Lordship wishes to assume personal command. Lord Captain, we've requested intel on the object from the Augur Array module. Awaiting their response. Lord Captain on the line, no need to engage the Augurs, I know what it is. It's called a Webway Gate. Van Calix here. What we see before us is a Webway Gate, an artifact that Xenos used to get to their sorcerous realm, so to speak. It allows Eldari to get around the sector quickly and serves as a hideout for their most unpleasant tribe, the Drukhari, whom we have already met. Iliad here. This gate is just like the one you saw on the Leviathan. The children of Asurian wander the void through such constructs, erected in ancient times. Any ship that passes through such portal will enter a tangle of paths fathomable to none but my kin. Eldari heresy. Agreed. Is there an augur report? According to valuable data, the object consists of an unknown material foreign to the Imperium. We're registering an unknown class of energy profile. The engineers are at a loss about how this technology works exactly, but they did specify that the suggests that the system is holding an active charge. The object appears ready to do whatever it's designed to do. What's the senior officer's take on this? Van Calix here. What'd we say? Oh, okay. Can we activate this device somehow? Requesting response from the Engineering. Apologies, Lord Captain. The tech priests have refused even to consider such a possibility. It would be a violation of the Omnissiah's tenets and an extremely dangerous undertaking. Perhaps a certain companion of yours could. Even if I knew the secrets of this gate, I would not surrender it to the monkey. The webway is our kin's sacred refuge and a deadly trap to those such as you, Ellen Tuck. All weapons fire on the object. Lord Captain's orders. Destroy the object. Activate batteries. Targeting. Firing 3, 2, 1. Confirming contact with the object. Good throne. Report. No effect. I don't know what that thing is made of, but our weapons are powerless against it. Enough mysteries. We're changing course. Yes, Lord Captain. Maneuver engines changing course. Now I'm mad. It didn't get destroyed instantly like it should have. Alright, warp travel to Litorium Maledicta. Let's go beat the brakes off of some demons. I do want to try her out with the new thing. I want to give you a break, because I want you in. You need bigger guns then. Yeah, Wraithbone is really, really tough. It's really hard to destroy that level of Wraithbone. Nerglights. Let's do this. Did the Ultramarines ever work together with the Eldar? Yes, during the resurrection of Rabute Gilliman. They had to. Iliad was the... not Iliad, goddamn, what was her name? I don't remember her name. But the Inari leader was the only one who knew how to revive Gilliman. Go ahead and cut that guy down, please, Pascal. Do it to him. Good boy. Make him queef through his back. Oh, hey, that guy's dead. Rip. Oh, wow, we are actually surrounded on all sides. Okay. Make him do what? I was like, what's a weird, funny thing I can say? I succeeded. Okay, so these guys are gonna come down this hallway. Ayo. Pause, no diddy. Okay, that's a gas grenade, which... another gas grenade. A lot of gas grenades, which I don't appreciate. Depending on how much these guys position themselves here, yeah, Argenta's gonna just curb them. Right, do this. Switch. Gun down. Nice. That is the challenge. What can I say and still have to stay within TOS? Exactly, right? It's a balancing act. You gotta say some crazy stuff sometimes, but you also gotta stay within the TOS. But then again, that's also the beauty of it. Surprised you guys lived. Bro. Do you understand how stinky you're making my ship? Cut it the fuck out. Alright, go ahead and hit him with the headache. Go ahead and, who can I apply one of these to? Do it on him. Oh yeah, Flames of the Holy Emperor. I do be liking fire sometimes. It's fun. Blind his ass. Take away his gift of sight. And there you go. They're gonna keep stacking up here, aren't they? Okay, let's bring Cassia over here. Ow. Let's do Scourge of the Red Tide right here. Go ahead and boop. And Esteban. Go ahead and eradicate those filthy fucking heretics. Man, the fact that this thing only does it in a straight line is actually messing me up more often than not. I thought I'd be able to deal with it, but it actually messes me up a bunch. It's okay though. Applying all of these because they're free. Kill him.
You should have thought twice before crossing me.
I can't shoot for shit. The price to pay for the ban. True. The thing with this hammer, though, it's really strong, especially against like really heavily armored targets, because it deals an extra 3 flat damage and 10% chance to stun for each point of deflection that they have. And flat damage is easily one of the most OP things in this game. Easily, right?
Too bad I never leave that unpaid.
Alright. We don't have to worry about him getting hit, because he's immune to friendly fire damage the first time. Good job. Good job, Jay. Get a little closer. Go ahead and give her a buff. What do these do? Is it just cover? No, it's also toxin. Go ahead and move a little closer to the Madeira. Miss Class.
They who discern the future own the battlefield.
Her willpower is actually crazy right now. It's fun, Cass. I wouldn't call it fun. Mostly because it makes my ship stinky. But it's also not like it's dealing that much damage, so whatever.
It's as good as done.
Don't knock it till you huff it. Sounds heretical, not gonna lie. Why can't I charge?
I won't stand for it.
Oh. What? What the fuck? Why did you what? What the fuck? Why did he do that? That's not where I clicked. Oh, that's hilarious. Why did he do that? Oh, god damn. That's hilarious. Oh man. Let's get some extra movement. No, no heresy here, my lord. Yeah, damn right. Better be no heresy. Okay, give him a period inside of his brain. 200 damage.
You don't frighten me.
Oh, wow. Now that's a lot of trauma. That is a lot of trauma. And that's all from one blow from my Thunderhammer. God damn. Good neck crack. Disregard the pain that immediately followed. Chart new routes. Connect here? Didn't connect. Huh, I guess I'll have to connect it myself. I think I know the Blood Angels were in fight with the Necron, but the Tyranid invaded, so the Blood joined team together and fend off the Tyranids. Yes, this is true. They did a little alliance of necessity. The way it ended is a little sketchy. Some records say that the Blood Angels attacked the Necrons. Others say that they parted peacefully. It's hard to know for sure what happened. The Wasteland Wayfarer. Interesting. We'll have to go check that out. Oh, a small planet gently wrapped in amber forests greets you with a ruby-colored dawn. Basil von dem Klerk, the local governor, gives the rogue trader a warm welcome. After several glasses of Damascene, the sweltering ruler asks if Esteban von Valancius would like to keep him company during the upcoming hunt. I accept. After several hours of riding the local peculiar animals, you make camp in the middle of a golden forest. Basil von dem Klerk points to the sky. A flat disk rises over the horizon, constantly morphing its color and shape. The forest grows silent and empty. You can no longer hear the singing of birds or even the rustle of winds. The governor nods with satisfaction, and a few shapes step into the clearing. Their bodies are twisted by an unknown phenomenon, and you watch the freaks with astonishment as they begin to dance to the throaty cackling of their brethren, turning the bony growths and pulsating flesh of their scaly hands toward the unnatural thing in the sky. What is going on? Governor smiles calmly. You're about to see with your own eyes what is happening. Watch in silence. The hypnotic dance seemed to continue forever. The unfortunate creatures howled, whined, and convulsed, unable to tear their bleeding eyes from the celestial body. When the Pavonine disk outshone even the light of the local star, the physical shells of the things that used to be men bursts, releasing beasts onto this plane that not even the most fluent and capable pen could describe. Basil von dem Clerk excitedly explains the creatures you saw, the children of the great king of distortion. It is he who is the true god and patron of these fertile grounds. Once every cycle, his chariot shines its light upon the world and bestows transformation upon his most ardent followers. The Rogue Trader may become one of his heralds. Execute him on the spot. The governor's head separates from his neck with a distinctive squelch. Black and brown blood seeps into the soil beneath his corpulent body, and is immediately transformed into a writhing tangle of worms that burrow deep into the ground with unnatural speed. You return to the ship, pondering what to do with the world, and more importantly, what to do with the King of Distortion, or the crew chart a course to the anonymity known as the King of Distortion. The senior officers observe suspicious activity emanating from the twisted celestial body at the heart of the system. The chaplain advises you to get ready for potential encounter with a spawn of the arch enemy, so it may be wise to reconsider unless you have holy relics, sacred wards, or blessed effigies of the Emperor. Aflame with a plethora of colors, the distorted celestial disk. Wait, I didn't get a chance to even prepare. Trembles slightly beyond the endless windows on the captain's bridge as the Rogue Trader's ship approaches its center. Another worldly voice, cold and enveloping, enters your mind. What could this puny wretch possibly offer a king? Oh boy. When'd you get that mustache? I was born with it. It's part of my Portuguese heritage. I have to shave it daily, and when I don't, it immediately pops back up. It's the only facial hair I am able to grow. The officers on the bridge look around, perplexed. Their eyes are full of terror and confusion. Many clutch their heads and let out long howls of pain. Some empty their stomachs, but most, pale and exhausted though they are, have joined the Lord Captain in resisting the entity's influence. Ask who you're talking to. An endless flow of images fills your consciousness. You see horrifying scenes of millions of tortured souls. Their screams rend your mind. Their pain pierces you with 1,000 red-hot needles. King, ruler, the one who is obeyed. That's all you can make sense of, although you see much more. Command the entity to release the minds of the Amber Worlders from its grip. Like, see, if you would let me go make sure I had the stuff, I could come back and have this. The king's mocking laughter rings in your ears, and a deep red trickle runs slowly from your nose and over your lips, leaving an aftertaste of salt and metal. It's not going to matter. Leave the entity alone. How dare you disturb the king with trifles? The entity is furious, and you feel a gust of invisible wind blow 1,000 blades right through your ship. Officers are collapsing at your feet, choking, and hundreds of casualties are being reported from every deck. A resonant silence descends on the ship, and a bright flash stuns you for what could be any length of time. That was shitty. Like, I just approach, and if I just happen to not have something that is currency, I get messed up, and I'm 99% certain I don't get to go back and try again. Because that's just not something the game lets you do. So now I guess we just have to do it this way. Just go. Yeah, that was a shitty encounter. I don't like it when the game just, like, doesn't give you a chance to prepare for something that it just ambushed you with, right? Especially when the game tells you, hey, it might be a good idea to prepare, right? And then it doesn't give you a chance to prepare.
Did I mention that my whispers tell me jokes? Jokes that once said aloud make your eyes bleed and blood curdle. Talk about black comedy.
Hey, Idira? Keep it to yourself next time, please. You are scaring the hoes. And by the hoes, I mean me. You're scaring me. Please stop. What's this? Ah. That looks like a debuff for some reason, because it's like red. So I'm like, what? Why am I debuffed? Battle just started. It's not a debuff. Doomed Fire Razor. Yeah, I'd rather not have an asshole with a flamer on my ass. What are you gonna do with the annoying schoolgirls once you catch them at the parking lot? I'm gonna hit them with a hammer until they stop moving. That was the Navigator, right? Idira? No, Idira is the Diviner, our Psyker. Let's put this here. Kinky, indeed. The Emperor told me to. Okay, he's gonna take a swing at Pascal, who is actually really, really tough to kill.
Will do.
Let's do that to him. And... yeah, that works.
Anything else?
Go ahead and mark them both, so you get benefits. Ow, rude! Miss. I love it when they try to burst at us, and they just hit their own dudes. You're a psyker, why are you shooting at me? What was your plan? Okay, so... let's try and, yeah, let's buff Esteban. Then blast this dude. Nice. Now, this guy has 3 stacks of exhaustion, which increases the damage of my Promise of Retribution by an amount equal to her ballistic bonus, which is 55 currently. Why is it 55? Horrors of the Warp. Got it. So that's going to be an extra 5 damage per shot times 3, right? For each set. So yeah, that's an extra 15 damage per shot. Kill him. Oh yeah, that's damage. Considering she's not a damage dealer, that's a lot of damage for her. You saw the Navigator in front, thought I was talking to him. Yeah, no, but I was talking to Adira because she was the one telling the joke about the eyeballs and stuff. And I was like, scaring the hoes. Okay. Go ahead and buff. Send that bitch flying. 1 HP. That's how you're gonna do me?
I'll make it after all.
Nice try. Bonk.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Okay, so you go here, kick this man in the teeth. Got him with Das Boot. Okay, move in. Switch to this. Fire. Switch back. Use this. Gun them down like dogs. I should be able to use this. That's a thing I get.
This is unacceptable.
What the fuck is that? Just a ball of... What gun does she have? That's just a regular heavy bolter. Regular heavy bolter. That is the power of Soldier Archmilitant. Easily one of the most, if not the most, powerful class in the game. Like, by every single standard. Soldier Archmilitant is one of the strongest combinations in this game. Like, throw a couple officers in a group with a Soldier Archmilitant, and she'll clear the game by herself, pretty much. Hell, she'll do it without the officers, but like with the officers on top, it's like she gets like with a regular, just a soldier, right? You'll probably get like 5 or 6 attacks per turn if you do things right. With officers and stuff, you can get like 3, 4, 5 turns per round with one character. It's insane. And we're not going to be able to go back here, right? I like the Stormbolt, the heavy one just hits different. Yeah, the heavy bolter is super strong. Oh, we actually can reattempt it? Alright, we're not gonna until we have some holy artifacts. Because we left, right? We didn't shoot at it. Yeah, we need holy gifts. Let's check out this savannah world that had a thing. The Wasteland Wayfarer. Oh. Oh boy. Aye boy. Hey, thanks for the follow, Pink Neck. Are you British? Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but like, are you British? Because like, Pink Neck is actually a slur that we Portuguese have for British people. Give me a second to turn on my light. We call them pink necks because they come to Portugal to go to the beach and they're not ready for the sun, and so their neck right here becomes pink. We also call them shrimps because the shrimp is pink. So like I saw that and I was like, hey yo. I mean, I say slur. It's more like a joke that we have. I wouldn't say that it's like meant to be like actually mean. It's just a joke. Neck right here blocks the entirety with his back. Oh, sorry. Here, this part of the neck becomes very pink because it gets burnt. Because they usually have like short. They have short hair, and so this isn't covered, and then they don't use sunscreen, and so they just get burnt. The Brits do be pretty pink. Yeah. Open the airlock. Control panel is being cooperative. You know enough about machine spirit behavior to conclude it's not malice that is making them refuse to comply, but a higher priority order they are executing. The machine spirit controlling this airlock is too simple and guileless to be tricked. It would be easier to deconstruct this airlock than compel it to open. This is the Rogue Trader speaking. We're having difficulties here. The white noise of static is all you hear in response. Either the Voxmaster cannot reply, or she is brazenly ignoring you, or comms are being jammed. None of these possibilities bode well. In my school, there was a game where you would slap the back of somebody's neck. Someone got me hard enough where I legit had a pink neck. We did the same shit. We did the same shit. Oh, we all had the same childhood. Try to force it open. The plasteel, durable enough to withstand the pressure of the interplanetary void, absorbs your hits with supreme indifference. It'll take more than that to break through. God damn it. God damn it.
My success was inevitable.
Iliad, can you like stop jerking yourself off a little bit, please? You hear a strange sound that reminds you of dripping water. Hey yo, drip. Drip or drown. Or the clattering of something sharp against metal. Okay. okay. Those are two very different
Always
sounds.
keep your eye on the prize.
If you don't mind, how old are you? I'm in my 20s. Knuckle poker. What the fuck is knuckle poker?
I can see your furtive looks in my direction, monkey.
I am doing my job.
Bro doesn't even defend it. It's like, shut up, I'm doing my job. Part of my job is checking out Eldar ass. Alright. A thick diary filled with entries written. Not fun if you lose. Yeah, I fucking assumed so. But what is knuckle poker? Because, like, I've heard of, like, punchies, where you just go like this against each other. And I actually, because, for whatever reason, I have really hard knuckles, so I usually win. Like, but I know a guy, I didn't go to school with him, but he also played the game, and when he was a kid, like, he hurt his hand really badly, and so the nerves on his knuckles were just not working or gone or whatever. And so he would win just by not feeling pain. And so they would just fucking punch each other hard as fuck. And he'd always win because his hand wouldn't hurt. Okay, so let's read this. A thick diary filled with entries written in neat, precise handwriting. Its author was documenting the events of his life with thoroughness bordering on obsession. After browsing through its pages, the following entries catch your attention. Exodus, Watch 1. Never thought this day would come. I'm addressed as Master Captain once more. How many times did I swear never to venture into the void again during those 2 Terran years I spent among the mangled ruins of the unheralded Reckoning's Bridge? Unfortunately, life in a gravity well didn't bring me peace. Reverend Hieronymus promised me that performing a selfless feat of devotion would bring me serenity. Maybe he's right, but I'm still writing in this journal during the long nights to keep my sanity, just like I did for 2 years there and 7 Terran years after that here. Why is it capitalized? We'll see if I'll be able to live without the somewhere that is our wasteland wayfarer's destination. It's a weird capitalization. The crew has reported hearing strange noises from the ventilation shafts for a 3rd time. Alas, I'm charged with pilgrims, not seasoned voidsmen. The venture scares them, and they've already managed to make up their share of absurd ghost stories. I asked Reverend Gravik to calm them down. He's the official head of the pilgrimage, so they ought to listen to him. The vent inspection is finished. Just as expected, there was nothing to worry about, just some torn tubing striking the hull. Reverend Hieronymus was wrong. Faith does not bring me peace. I prefer not to take any sides in the theological dispute that has broken out aboard our vessel, ignoring the debates altogether. I'll let Reverend Gravik handle it. I'm slightly concerned about this schism, but as long as both groups are peaceful and agree to follow my orders, they can bicker and shout all they want. It's spoke, but you take the card decks and rake them over the loser's knuckles? What? Okay, yeah, no, I never played that one. Great day has arrived. The Wasteland Wayfarer has successfully landed on... Oh! You know, that actually unlocked a memory that it wasn't a game I played, but it was a game that other people played that I talked to. And so this guy had this revolver, right? And he didn't have bullets, and the revolver didn't work. But they played... what did he call it? Dumbass roulette, where they would play cards, any card game, and any time somebody would lose, they would bonk each other on the head with the revolver. Dumbass roulette. This was the man in his 40s, by the way. Not a kid. This was a guy I met. I've met some weird-ass people on my days in the internet. Okay, the great day has arrived. Wow, 810 days. That's over 2 years. The Wasteland Wayfarer has successfully landed on the planet's surface. I wonder if it'll ever leave it. Truly a man before his time. Jesus. I wonder if it'll ever leave it. A settlement is already being built down the hill. Its official colonial designation is A3649 Menoris, but Reverend Gravik he's going to name it Jezithon. When we first stepped onto the surface, Reverend Gravik's congregation and the Nourishers used different airlocks to leave the vessel. Seems like they've seized any and all communication. Why don't I get a hammer at that point? Because then it wouldn't be roulette. I think. I didn't ask. I didn't ask for details. He told me this shit, and I was like, you sound like the type of person I don't want to continue talking to because I feel like this is contagious. Whatever you have is contagious. I'm certain of it. So I didn't want to keep talking to him. I'm sure you can understand why. When we first stepped onto the surface, Reverend Gravik's congregation and the Nourishers used different airlocks to leave the vessel. Seems like they've seized any and all communication. Children. Today the last pilgrims left the Wayfarer for Jezebon. I'm alone once again. They invited me to go with them, but I made up an excuse about needing to keep watch on the reactor since my ship is still used for powering the settlement. Truth be told, I just didn't want to go with them. They say less than 1,000 pilgrims are still loyal to Gravik. The services at the main temple are performed by the Nourishers, and the St. Drusus statue is cut only up to its knees. I can't understand their beliefs, but I don't think they will help me more than Reverend Hieronymus's faith. I was awoken in the night by a dozen pilgrims from Jezebon. They were armed and scared and said the Nourishers had arrested Reverend Gravik. They were bewildered and didn't know what to do, wanting me to act, so act I did. Since Reverend Gravik is the official head of the pilgrimage, I deemed this an incident of civil unrest. I cut power to Jezebon and demanded Reverend Gravik's release via Voxcom. We're holding the line. 3 days later. Nourishers have come to us. Gravik was with them. He was calm and said the conflict had been resolved. He took the confused pilgrims and their guns with them, and I restored power to the settlement. I have no idea what's going on. Peace. The watch is of no consequence. Today I received the brotherly kiss, and now I believe. I can clearly see the spiral path among the stars set for us by the Emperor Progenitor. Now I can hear my brothers and sisters. I'm finally alone no more. Okay. Everybody check your weapons, make sure that shit is loaded, cause we're either gonna deal with some Xenos or some bullshit, and the answer to both is gunfire. Ventilation system still works. There are strange gouges on the metal. They look like the claw marks of some beast that was trying to crawl into the shaft. Oh, cool. Melt a charge profit. You know what, actually? I'm gonna give the Archaeotech rifle to her. Because I literally have no use for it. And, you know, that one, meh. Bugman ones. Yeah, I'm thinking Genestealers.
Keep your wits about you.
I don't think Tyranids outright, but Genestealers. Oh? In the light of distant stars, our Emperor Progenitor wanders wearily. With thoughts and visions of us, he sends us particles of his light. Though his body suffers, his mind lingers on us. Let us therefore nourish him with the light of our souls, with our prayers, with our faith. The faithful worship the Emperor under a great many names and after a great many fashions, and yet I do not like this prayer. Put your hands up, take off your hood, and don't make any sudden movements, or else you'll be dead before we're properly acquainted. As long as our Father Progenitor thinks of me, I am eternal. With a pale hand, he throws back his hood. You see an ugly face with a flat, wide nose, disproportionately large brow ridges, ireless eyes with enormous pupils, a wide, toad-like mouth, and skin that transitions to purple scales at the cheekbones. Standing before you is an abominable subhuman, a mutant. Welcome to the abode of the Nourishers. 3 sorrowful phalanges point the way to the Emperor Progenitor. I am glad you have chosen ours. These features are strikingly similar to those of the mutant scum you destroyed in the dynastic crypt. This is bad. This is very bad. Ready your weapons, Esteban. Look closer at the misshapen man. This being's nature has strayed too far from mankind's blessed genome. The Creed sees no humanity in deviations like this, and so it commands that such creatures be exterminated without mercy. I understand this to be a trap. Am I correct? Indeed, afflicted one. You have nowhere to run. May the grace of our progenitor be upon you. His words are piercing, becoming a shrill echo of 100 voices, minds. Growing ever louder, it torments your mind, and before you know it, you reach for your weapon. Whack his pee-pee! You hear a clanging echo growing louder in the empty module. Oh boy. Gotta go have fun. Alright, have a good one, Lavendel. We're gonna kill some Genestealers. Whoever is advancing upon you, there are a lot of them. You ought to run for your life before they trap you in this crammed vox cabin. Countless foes in a cumbersome position. Oh, Emperor, I thank thee for giving us another chance to taste the sweetness of battle and the solemn joy of courageous deeds. Make a dash for the Vox house to try to contact the ship. Pascal, do that thing you do. The Vox spits out a torrent of static, through which you nonetheless manage to catch fragments of words spoken by a voice not unlike that of your Vox master. Bonvillain, command et lo. The signal is lost before you manage to say anything. We must get out of this trap. Hold still and listen. The clanging is getting closer. It's coming from the ventilation shafts and dried up fuel ducts. The deck under your feet vibrates. They're closing in. The psychic din grows more and more distinct as the abominations rush towards you. Shireen, I hate to ruin a dramatic moment, but I do feel like it's time for us to run. Rogue Trader, I'm unsure if you have time for such things right now, but as a representative of the Inquisition, I can tell you that a retreat will not be judged as indicating a lack of faith in these circumstances. Look for cover. One look tells you there's nowhere to hide in this place. Well, at least you haven't wasted too much time. If these beings are who I think they will find us, and they will not lose our scent. Run, Elantak. Plan your retreat. If you had had a few hours to explore the ship, you surely would have found any number of discreet shafts and unlocked modules you could use to leave the ship. As it is, you're only aware of a single possible escape route, through the airlock, back the way you came. Any other path may lead to a dead end. Optimal retreat route calculated. Delaying is not advised. We've got to go. Your gaze falls on a rune-covered control panel near the Vox receiver. A green lumen burns beneath the engaged airlock seals switch. The switch socket is corroded and does not immediately yield to your touch, but the lumen changes color to blood red, and the whirring of deactivated airlocks rises up from the depth of the ship. Yeah, just punch that bitch as hard as you can. Just bop! Okay, so did we fully explore this? We did not. Heavy stubber. You know I got to get me that. You know I got... No, I don't. No. Trash. Trash. Garbage. Oh boy. Okay, the atmosphere in this is awesome. Genestealers are so cool. As enemies, right? I would never side with Genestealers. Wait, just you? You're all you're bringing. I mean, I don't want to be mean, but you're gonna get your ass clapped, like, for sure. No cap, on God. Do this, and then step close to him. Give myself more armor. Actually, I'd rather you be here, so there's no danger of friendly fire. Ow. Okay. Buff. Mark him. Increase crit chance. With perception and ballistic, this also increases our damage here. Because this is based on perception or ballistics? Ballistics. And then this is perception. Okay, this guy has no armor. Whack his pee-pee. Okay, Give Argenta a turn. Right, Argenta turn 1. Till the end of their turn. Fire. And now fire again. Do it from here though, so you don't hit Pascal. Crap. Got him down. Not a lot of damage, but it's good enough. Okay. The metal box was brutally forced open. Why would the ship's owners break into it if they could simply turn the key? I fully intend to, like, fully explore this ship. Don't get it twisted. Like, there's loot over here, I'm taking it. It's mine.
High momentum.
We're high on momentum. Good.
Naturally.
Let's get it. Throw down some buffs. Why is it unavailable? Aren't they? Yeah, they got word of the Emperor. Weird. Go ahead and heal Pascal. And buff Esteban.
High momentum.
This thing healed? Tends to high temperament. Once it licks its wound, it'll continue the hunt. Get his ass. Yeah, keep running, pussy. Put it there. Yeah, just end turn.
You've
Give
got
him
a
some
problem?
movement.
I've got a price.
Give him a turn.
Just as I planned.
Break it down.
My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
Let's get an extra turn here just so we can go loot.
I'll
Move
see
closer.
to it personally.
Look at me with questioning look at saying that. I don't even know what I said.
You
I wasn't paying attention. On the hunt. Hey, thanks for the follow, MV Hank. Welcome to the gym. We out here. I thought when you said bug alien, cool. Oh no, I mean cool as an enemy. Yeah, they're cool enemies. they give a really nice horror feel to 40k. Yeah, fucking roast his ass. Get fucking booted, bitch. Boom. Oh shit, he's alive. Not for long though, get fucking hammered. Alright, he's not gonna get another turn.
I won't compromise my principles.
But you know what? Melta.
High momentum.
I refuse.
Alright, get right in front of him.
Who, if not me?
He's gonna take a swing at me, which I'm going to defend against, and then immediately bash his fucking brains out. Ow, dick. I was supposed to miss. I wasn't supposed to hit. What the hell, gang? Why would you hit me like that? So rude. Why can't I use these?
I won't do that.
Why not? Alright, give him a bunch of stacks of the shit. Damn, he's just out of reach. And this only affects... This only affects people who are on fire, so I could use it there, but... Nice that this doesn't need line of sight, though. Put that on Pascal, he's the other melee guy. Yeah.
Just designate a target.
Alright. Get shooting. Okay, that's 3 stacks of fatigue, right? 1 stack of fatigue. Not good. Not the amount I wanted.
How about no?
Okay. Give him an extra turn. Send his bitch ass. What? Hold on a second. Oh crap! I forgot I don't have that perk. Oh well. Fire. Long ago, the Fire Nation lived in peace until the Xenos attacked. So now we must exterminate the Xenos with fire.
I will not.
And bolters. Damn. Oh. Oh, it's over. Okay. Let's take a step back and loot. Ooh. A hand flamer. Neat. Well, I guess we could just relax and loot. I'm kind of disappointed. Like, I feel like they could have thrown in a few more Genestealers, and the fight would have been
Left in the dust.
intense, and like just keep them coming. Like, don't let them stop coming. And it would have still been doable without without losing the impact at the end there, which I feel like that kind of lost the impact at the end. Still, It was fun. It was a fun encounter. Having to run away from Genestealers. No matter how hard they try, they will never get my jorts. Sippy. So, we are in Odonathus 11. Let's go check this out. The scouting team sent to the colony world returns with a decrepit, shaggy, foul-smelling vagrant in tow. The old man hastened toward the enforcers as soon as he saw the dynast's skulls and implored them to take him to Master Voitvir or Lady Theodora. Question him. During his interrogation, the old man says he's a loyal servant of House von Valancius. 4 decades ago, he was sent on an important mission to this system by Master of Whispers Voitvir. It took him 20 years to complete the mission. He spent the next 20 waiting for his masters to collect him. The vagrant was an ambitious young spy when he left the ship. Coming aboard again has made him very emotional. Check him for evidence of treason. Investigation has found no wrongdoing the old man could be held accountable for. His body bears no signs of worshipping the archenemy. He has confessed to no crime and seems quite shocked at the news of Lady Theodora's death and Voidvir's treachery. The harsh interrogation techniques have taken an almost fatal toll on his failing health, yet forced no admission of guilt from him. Establish the nature of his mission. The vagrant only agrees to share the details of his assignment with the rogue trader himself. If his claims are to be believed, he was sent to recover documentary evidence of House Winterscale's debt liabilities to House von Valancius. Those priceless papers had been stolen by hired agents of the cold trade on Caligus Winterscale's orders. However, instead of being destroyed as he wanted them to be, they were hidden away for the purposes of blackmail. The old man describes a long journey full of perilous adventures that eventually brought him into possession of the documents, which he then proudly presents to you. Astonishingly enough, the papers turn out to be genuine. Lavish riches upon him, bestow some unchallenging yet honorable duty upon him. Sobbing old man swears to pray daily for the good health of the new Lord Captain. The story of his amazing adventure and selfless service immediately spreads throughout the ship. Yeah, we reward the people under us. And hey, you know, while interrogating you, I will beat you half to death. But immediately afterwards, it's going to be worth it. Because I will provide. I provide for my followers, you know? Know what I'm saying? Of course you know what I'm saying. I'm a very eloquent man. Alright, we're right here, so might as well do the Phoebus 11. No, not 11. What the fuck am I saying? 6. Phoebus 6. VI is 6. Lord Captain, we've cross-referenced the key characteristics of the system with our astronautical chart data. The planet Phoebus 6 is located here. Problem is, the augurs detect an unusual change in the atmosphere, not unlike a massive release of toxins. It appears that something unfortunate has happened to the planet's underground storage facilities. It's impossible to land safely on the planet just now. Unknown ships are cruising the system. No need for any cog to analyze it. I can decipher this telemetry easily. Xenos. Armory and artillery crews standing by. Alright. Let's fuck up some Drukari. Some Drukari. Drukari, more like target practice. And they are pretty good practice. They're hard to hit. Hey, Sir Snails, how's it going?
I lift up my voice in prayer for this vessel and its hollowed guns.
Last hated frigate and last hated frigate. Really? Just these two? That's it? That's all you got? That's all you're throwing at me? Disappointing. Alright, so let's move here. Hit him with the teleport. Blast him. Oh wow, why am I taking damage? Huh. I guess shit ain't safe. If I move... Actually, if I reload... Let's move over here to get out of that cloud. See if we can kill it. Going around, how about me? How about me? I'm doing great. I get to blow up Xenos. Filthy fucking aliens. How could I not be doing great? Go ahead and blow up that frigate.
Purgation from blessed plasma fire.
Got the ass. Damn, you can't hear shit. Man, those missiles deal so much damage. I'm glad that hit the escort frigate. Yeah, I'd like to launch torpedoes, but it doesn't let you. I don't even know if that's like a bug or not. Oh. Good damage. Look at him, he's running away. Like a little bitch. Ah, crap, I skipped my turn. Didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to skip my turn.
Return to ashes.
Oh, hey. He's standing still. Get his ass. Cook him. Cook him with plasma fire. Let's hit him with our regular broadside. Macro cannons! Open fire! Man, that was supposed to be cool. Okay, let's try again. Plasma cannons! Open fire! Really? Alright, you know what? Fuck you. Spin.
None will lament their demise.
Dodge that.
Commendable victory, rogue trader.
Thank you. I find many of my actions to be worthy of commendation. Let's repair this and let's actually sell some gear. Drop some stuff off with our friends. This won't level them up a single time. Go ahead with that, but I was curious how this game is since I'm tempted on buying. It's really good. I find that the combat is very enjoyable. There's not that many classes, which means that, you know, there's very low chance of you accidentally making yourself useless because you picked the wrong class. Each class has a really nice niche, and each class is useful in their own right? Like, wait, let me see if I can make it so I have one of each, including the DLC class. I'll keep the DLC class out, actually. We're gonna go into a fight now, and these are all base game companions that we have that you get reasonably quickly. Each one of them is good at something because of their class, and they're all pretty useful. You're never gonna feel like your character is useless because you made the wrong decision at character creation, which is really nice for this type of RPG. And
They show mercy to no one, adult or child.
Okay, you finished talking, Jay? Thank you.
These transgressors ought to be weeping in gratitude for being given a chance to atone through hard labor.
You are speaking over your rogue trader. Be quiet. Overall, one of the most flavorful 40k games out there. Like, it really gets the aesthetic and the atmosphere of 40k, and is really, really good. Look at this. Where they get all this stuff? Who are they? Have the Dark Ones found the governor at last? The tall, lithe Xenos moves with the grace of an otherworldly predator. The creature gives you a dispassionate glance and casually speaks a few words that are immediately picked up by your elucidator. Macandis, Aelith, what is this? Has one of the sisters found an amusing trinket in the ruins and saved it as a special treat for the Archon? Xenos takes a quick look over her shoulder toward the platform where a few more silhouettes in tar-black armor can be seen. The Drukhari of this breed are known as witches, Esteban. They are experts at bloodletting in the arenas and on the battlefield. However, I'm more interested in the ones skulking in the shadows. Judging by their armor, they're high-ranking representatives of Cabal. A military clique from the Drukhari Demine. It seems we've disrupted a vile performance for the distinguished guests. It seems it is I who is in for a treat. I cannot even begin to fathom where my subjects found such an exotic beast, and a talking one at that. The monkey understands my speech. Where did you come by a device that can translate our language? Are you trying to impress me by appearing useful? Such words will earn you about in the ring at most, without weapons and soon without your skin. What if I know little of the law? Will that be a deal breaker? No, you'll learn tons of law. Like, you'll actually be exposed to so much of the world in a way that is like, actually, you're being introduced to it, you're being taught, you're being shown. If you actually enjoy reading lore entries, that'll be even more so. Like, this is one of the best games to introduce somebody who enjoys RPGs to 40k. One of the best. Like, you're gonna learn more about 40k from this game than you would from, like, Dawn of War, Space Marine, or anything else, right? This is the game to learn about 40k. How about we skip the small talk and get down to business? From the dusk behind Tazara comes a cry. The distance between you and the Xenos is too great for the elucidator to interpret the words, but the tone alone speaks of irritation and impatience. Looks like the spectators grew bored when the performance hit a snag. Tell the other monkey that whoever slits your throat will depart for their new home ahead of schedule, and tell them to hold nothing back. Tonight they dance for Iremerith herself, the great Archon of the Cabal of the Reaving Tempest. Address the fighters in the arena. Dying to entertain Xenos is a path to eternal shame and condemnation of souls touched by the Emperor's undying glory. Let us join our blades. We will destroy those who sought to kill you. We're gonna die anyway. Might as well do it without the heretics brand. Slay the beasts! Tazara emits a furious scream. Very epic. I love RPGs, but wanted to learn about it all. Yep, this is the game for you. How is this an ambush? Oh man, they are so outnumbered. So they got a Hecatrice, 2 gunslingers, and 3 regular witches. Oh, you're cooked. Let's go ahead and do this first. Alright, now go here. Analyze her. Blow him up. Take cover right there. Yeah, we'll pick him. Get moving, Esteban. would I be able to kill her? Maybe if I do this. A little bit of extra oomph. No line of sight. How long does this last? Permanent. Alright, sure. Okay, but you have line of sight. Let's move you so you're not standing right next to that thing. You can shoot that one from there? Okay. Let's put a point on you. Bought on PC sale a while back and I've enjoyed it. Complex how all the modifiers stack, so lots to learn about the system. Yep. The modifiers stack really high, but the game doesn't feel like unapproachable because of it. Which is a thing that I find that a lot of games kind of suffer from. Like a lot of this type of game kind of suffers from becoming a little unapproachable based on having too many modifiers stacking a little bit too high. That one's dead. You missed. You're not supposed to miss. You're a sniper. Snipers don't miss. Missed. Haha. In power from pain. Ooh. Okay. Ow, dick. The fuck.
Let's get to it.
But yeah. Exploits are damn confusing, but I like how it explains the math in the logs. The exploit system, I mean. It's not that confusing, I think. It's like, see, +1 stack, and then it deals 5 times the perception bonus of the target in extra damage. Actually, 5 times the percentage bonus if it has 1, and then an additional 10 for each exploit beyond the first. So like, in her case, right, she has 85. So the first shot deals an extra... The first shot will deal an extra... 24% damage extra, and then an additional 10% for each stack on top of that. It's really simple. I like it because of it. Okay, if you're not a Xenos, duck. I told you to duck. You should have ducked.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Fire. Bitch.
I'll make you howl.
Aw, she peril it. She? No, it's a he. I thought witches were female.
Your death is approaching.
I'll look at the stuff on the left next time I play. Haven't looked there yet. Here. You can open it up and see all that stuff, and it explains everything very thoroughly, I think. Hello, Miss Gunslinger. Goodbye, Miss Gunslinger. Damn right, high momentum. We out here.
You call this a strike?
No, I call that a setup. I call this a strike.
You never stood a chance.
I'm bored of this farce, Tazara. Who rules this arena, you or the Monkai? Archon Yeremers! Drakon Marajai, you know the danger of repeating this misunderstanding. Draw your own conclusions. Your word is our command, Archon Eramerus. Why is she leaving? Hey, it was my turn still. The fuck? Oh wait, no, because it was marked, she gets an extra turn. Right. My bad. I'm stupid. I'm stupid, chat. I'm stupid. Disregard my complaints. Send a bitch flying. Okay, so now we do a charge here. What's this? Dark Prowess, double tap. What's double tap? I can't see what double tap is, but I'm assuming it's 2 attacks, which I'd rather avoid. Anyway, set a bitch on fire. Good job, this is why I keep you around. You also don't look bad. I mean, look at this dude's jawline. Look at that shit. Could fucking grind a Xenos to dust with that.
Hold on. Let's make it quick.
Oh, look at this. I was about to reread something I already read. Go ahead and mark. Oh my god, 62 fire from Warp Burn. That's crazy. Boost his stats. Give him an extra turn. Ha! By destroying these foul Xenos, you have atoned for your transgressions against the Emperor. Get to the shuttle. The rest of you will be subject to selective punitive servitorization so that you may serve further toil for the good of the Imperium. Yeah, get out this bitch. Poison Hecatari Blade. Ooh. And everybody level up. Very nice. A blast pistol. I'll keep it for Marajai when we get him. Because we get our own pet Drukari. Man died clutching his intentions as they spilt from his stomach. Yeah, I'd rather have the Enforcer Carapace. Don't think there's anything else around here that I'm missing. Symbol of Torment. This is how the Dark Ones mark the arenas that serve to nourish their withered souls. What is the Symbol of Torment? Massive crusher designed to extract ore from rocks is covered with a thick layer of dust and rubble. Partially flayed and judging by the amount of blood, the victim was still alive when it happened. Alright, level up. Offensive follow. No. Whenever an attack made by an ally hits for the first time in a round. Extra deflection against damage over time is nice. They're not common, but when they show up, You want to have something to lower them. This is also a pretty good one. So is this one. The sheer amount of times that I wanted to shove something for the insane boost to damage that it provides, and I couldn't because it cost 2 actions. Yeah. Filtering protocol. Complete. Almost got all of his things. Very nice. Yep, get that. Extra damage to things that are almost dead. Makes her very good at finishing off weakened targets. Enemies that will force to make a resistance check? No. Anything here that I want? Bolt Weapon Expert would be nice. Extra armor piercing. This is even better. Extra crit chance and damage. Arch-Militants shit out crits, because the way that the hit roll works here, and the crit, is basically if your hit bonus goes over 95%, it becomes crit chance. And every time that an Arch-Militant attacks with a different type of attack than they did previously, they get an additional stack of versatility, which increases their hit rolls by 10%. And if they have, actually, wait, no, it's 3%. Yeah, 3% extra chance to hit for every stack of versatility. So every time that they shoot, if you're switching, which you should be, you get more and more versatility, more and more hit chance, more and more crit chance. So you're just pumping out crits. It's ridiculous. Like, you saw how she was basically just pumping out crits every time she did that burst fire. Everything that got hit was a crit. It was insane. Oh. Lower their deflection, willpower, and toughness with Call the Bold. Very nice. Extra crit chance against things that are prey. Very nice. Whenever prey deals damage to the bounty hunter, gains extra damage against that prey. We'll go with Pounce. Still can't get this one. I think I'll only be able to get it, like, I think it's here. Yeah, because this will be 35 and this is 34, so he'll be able to get it on 34. Let's see here. Pulse of Life. Ooh. Extra armor against fire damage and energy damage. Not bad. Though I am noticing that Van Calix is not getting to play at all. Like, we kill things so quickly. Caustic Ooze gives off a sickening vapor that eats away at the lining of your nose and mouth, making your eyes water. Ow. But there's something over here. At least the map says there is. Oh well. Back to the ship. Hey! Punishment of the Thinkers. Extra damage against Psychics and Navigators. Yeah, no, they're already bitch made. Extra crit damage is nice. Dodge against human enemies. Yeah. I don't know, man. No matter what I do, this is getting reduced. VV6 needs new convicts. Quarries can be filled with prisoners taken from foreign worlds. Let's go with this one. I bring woeful news, Lord Captain. Prelate Hectarchius of the Order of the Hammer has passed away. Immediately after the launch of the orbital Vox Spire, he entered the halls of recording, and having sat on the command throne, he was granted a vision. For over 3 days, Prelate Hectarchius preached about Saint Cognatius being reincarnated in a body made from the saint's own holy relics. This spiritual feat depleted Prelate Hectarchius' strength, and he peacefully departed for the Emperor's throne shortly after the sermon's conclusion. The Order's elders believe this to be a sign that St. Cognatius's relics, currently stored on planets throughout the expanse, must be brought together. The Order is preparing for the election of a new prelate under whose guidance it will undertake this holy mission. The majority of the votes are divided between Prioress Lugnalia, well known for her fervor, and the merciful cellarer Tychon. The minority of the Order sees the oikonomos Nigmus, a humble and reasonable man, as their prelate. Does Prelate Hectarchius' death not strike you as odd? I'm afraid it does not. The esteemed Hectarchius began his service as a battle missionary and has long grown weary of the peaceful life befitting a man of his status. He yearned for a worthy spiritual feat, and when presented with the chance to serve as the voice of a saint, he gave what little strength remained. When he died, he was exhausted, but content. How does the Order intend to carry out St. Cognatius's mission? The conclave aims to procure all the relics that once belonged to St. Cognatius, all that can possibly be procured. Given that the saint is a legendary figure, many items in Corinth's expanse have an alleged connection to him. However, it seems unlikely that any of the relics' owners will be eager to part with them. The answer to the question of how the Order of the Hammer is going to retrieve them depends on the identity of this next prelate. I wish to know more about the candidates. Prioress Lugnalia was converted by Hectarchius on one of the heathen worlds. She then served as his bodyguard for many years and eventually became the protector of the Order's reliquary and the leader of its military branch. As for Brother Tychon, he is an aristocrat by birth. He had an excellent education and could have lived in luxury had he not renounced secular life for the sake of aesthetic vows. He's intelligent, thoughtful, well-read, and, most importantly, genuinely merciful. Few things can be said about the oikonomos Nigmus. He has never been famous for his prowess in battle or his sermons, but the monastery has never wanted for anything on his watch. He's a most reasonable and unobtrusive individual. What will my companions say? I have sympathy for Prioress Lugnalia. Let her meet with Reverend Hieronymus on footfall. Should he accept her as a worthy leader, we ought to support her. A careful and sensible oikonomos sounds like a safer bet to me than a fanatic or a clever aristocrat. The voices say that he has a few paltry secrets, and knowledge of those secrets guarantees us his loyalty. Brother Tychon. He and I have met back when he was called Tychon Drivestem. He wasn't a monk back then. He was a grandson and heir to Urban, governor of Dargonus. An honorable young man with a spark in his eyes. His ascension would mean much to the Drivestems. Plus 10% momentum, that's not that much. A little bit of security and profit factor is nice, but I'm already super high on profit factor. I don't need more Drusian reputation. I need an obedient prelate. The voices will tell me where to look. Brother Nigmus has been chosen as the prelate of the Order of the Hammer. His careful policy is far more oriented towards satisfying the rogue trade than successfully collecting St. Cognatius's relics. Yadira's investigation uncovered no egregious crimes in Nigmus's past, but it did reveal a few minor but less than virtuous faults. The new prelate will agree to anything to keep his secrets hidden. Not super happy with that. Lord Captain, there's been a tragedy on Dargonus. Governor Drivestem has been dedicating most of his time to restoring the astropathic choir lost to the warp storms. But the psychers he assembled were struck by an unknown assault. They heard something, and it has cast them into madness. The astropaths have lost sleep, clawed at their skin to the flesh, muttered gibberish, and now they have gone completely berserk. They had to be eliminated, and now only a few of the most resilient astropaths are upholding the connection to Dargonus. But how long will they last? Where do the former astropaths come from? Can we get more of them? I have received complaints that Governor Drivestem has devastated the minor astropathic choirs of the Protectorate. He scaled them down by almost half through blatant abuse of his authority. To take more people from these choirs would mean depriving ourselves of the connection to these worlds. We could try to hire sanctioned psychics from other domains, but they will be few as the road to the Imperium is perilous. We could try getting by with the resources that are already available to us, seek out the unsanctioned astropaths who train those psi-active citizens of the Protectorate displaying promise. A most regrettable violation of his laws, caused by our grave situation. What's the cause of this affliction? Who knows? The schemes of heretics from the cult of the Final Dawn, perhaps? The treacherous magic of Xenos? Perhaps it was a planned diversion, or maybe a sort of random echo of the Immaterium. What say my advisors? Where can we obtain a new choir? The astropaths are among the most finely trained specialists in the Imperium, who beheld the light of the Emperor himself and gained a special bond with our master. I strongly advise the rogue trader to recruit only sanctioned psychers who are capable of keeping their talents in check. If there are not enough, the Inquisition will assist you in locating and acquiring more. Your Lordship, Lady Theodora not only had enemies in the Expanse, but friends as well. Those whom she helped out, rescued, and saved. I think these people can offer a helping hand. Among them are several powerful planetary rulers who possess both astropaths and a deep respect for your family name. There are a lot of psychers on my planet Lyra, Lord Captain. Do you know why? There we are not despised, persecuted, or enslaved on the black ships. There we are sheltered from raids, educated and respected. Of course, it is all done in secrecy from outsiders, but I can suggest which ruler to contact. Perhaps the von Valancius family name will be enough to make a deal and obtain a more educated group of astropaths rather than some criminal rabble. Fellowship bonus, have momentum when using any Psyker or Navigator powers. That's really strong because our Psykers and Navigators have high fellowship. Demons, Chaos Creatures, Psykers, and Navigators deal 10% less damage to Rogue Traders and their allies. That's pretty nice. What's this? Psychic Ward. Specifically for her. Nah. I'm counting on the help of the Inquisition, Heinrichs. You will get your astropaths. The von Valancius dynasty is too important for us to just turn a blind eye to it in its time of need. A wave of armed skirmishes and detentions swept across the expanse. The ships carrying these powerful captives have brought the new astropathic choir to Dargonis. Even the most influential could not resist the fearsome agents of the Inquisition, who had requested the ruler's valuable servants to meet the needs of the von Valancius dynasty. The tragic pestilence of the astropaths has not appeared again, but all of them have reported hearing strange whispers ever since the first day on the planet. Let's hit this one next. More people. Wait, not more people, more efficiency. And Beavis. Beavish. Okay, let's see this. See if there's anything else. No. Next, we are heading to Kyavagama in the Kranich system. But that will have to be left for another time, because it is getting late and it is time for me to head to the gym. If I'm going to stack up to my former PNG or avatar or whatever you want to call it, I need to get buff. Deadlift for the Emperor. Deadlift is a trash exercise. The only reason to deadlift is if you want to deadlift. I'm lifting to be healthier and to be stronger, and also to look better with my shirt off. But with all that being said, I hope you guys have a good time. And the reason why deadlift is bad is because it causes a lot of strain, it causes a lot of exhaustion, and it doesn't give you the gains that would compensate for that exhaustion. There's other exercises that you can do that are much safer, cause a lot less strain, and have a lot less risk of injury that give you the same or more results. So, with that being said, let's find somebody to raid. Who's doing something fun? Who's doing something fun? You know what? I'm gonna raid Tectone. He's wearing a hat today because he's bald, and so let's go give him some love. Oh, he's reacting to politics. All right, I'm gonna drop you off with Tectone. You just know he's gonna say some out-of-pocket shit that's gonna be funny as hell. So, with all that being said, I hope to see you guys again tomorrow for some more Rogue Trader. We will be beating the bricks off of some more Genestealers because it's fun to do that, and I hate Xenos, and Xenos deserve to be hated, and therefore deserve to be hammered into the dust. But I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one, and cheers!